Hi, everyone. Oh, you know what? Now, see, I haven't done it with this one yet. I
Tisk
uh,
tisk, little boy.
I switched it to Jake yesterday. I thought I did it with this one. I realized I did it with local chat's the one I fixed. But it is nice. All I have to do is just type your name in. I don't have to go get the thing.
Your name in.
Your. Oh, of course now it's not working. That's great.
Just gotta type your name in.
Oh, I know why it's not working. Because you're somewhere else.
Am I somewhere else?
No, you were somewhere else on this. Oh, I know why. I capitalized your first name.
Don't worry,
Fucking
folks.
idiot.
We'll get there.
What a fucking idiot. You don't deserve that kind of respect.
Are URLs case sensitive?
Yes, they are. That's why they have those, like, weird goobly goop after everything.
I mean,
you know what?
I understand why, but also,
well, it's just
annoying.
more combinations.
No, I know. It's just that seems annoying.
It's like when they had to redo all the phone numbers.
You mean with area codes?
Yeah,
or even before that.
And postal codes too.
Although postal codes now, they just put a +4 on the end. Or
yeah.
Like the zone or whatever it's called. It's dumb.
The URL stuff today infuriates me. I hate when I copy a URL and it has all the tracking data after it, and it's just like, it's so fucking.
I only care if it's too long and fucks up the paste.
It's part
that,
part I don't want to give them the satisfaction.
That's fair, but also I don't mean to bring it back to AI. Trust me, this will come back to your point. But I signed up for Google AI today because I've been doing some vibe coding and I hit some limits, and it's like first month free. And because I did that, they were like, "Hey, can Google AI like look at your photos in your email and look at all your search history and stuff to give you like a personalized experience?" And part of me was like, "No," and then a larger part of me was like, "You already have all of that." I'm basically just saying you can look at it even more than you currently are.
Yeah.
So like you're not wrong, but my point is just if you're trying to not be tracked, it's too late. You'd have to go like full Ted Kaczynski style.
I just like things not getting credit for things. I think is
that's
fun.
fair.
But also that stuff. I turned off all the Google AI in Gmail, and because of that, spell check no longer works. They
no longer works at all.
They closet spell check behind their AI thing.
See, that's dumb. I don't like that.
So if I send an email, I have to type it in like Google Docs first or something else to get it spell checked. Which I send an email once a month maybe. I never send email.
I'm kind of excited though because I did, as part of this, I also get Google. Sorry, I'm just looking at. I also get the Google Home Assistant is now Gemini AI instead of just the dumb voice assistant. And I'm excited to see if that's actually better, because that is one of the areas where I have been begging them to upgrade to AI. You know, like,
yeah.
I'm trying to remember, like, this only started working recently without AI, but for the longest time, if I would say like, "Hey, is IKEA open tomorrow?" it would be like, I don't know how to work. I don't have an answer for that. like the simplest queries wouldn't fit its exact parse formula, and it would struggle with it. Whereas like that's a perfect use case for AI, where it can actually parse that query, understand what you want, and return it. So I'm excited to see if that actually lives up to the promise. Now that I'm gonna get the Home Assistant with the correct AI model, you know.
Yeah, that's like whatchamacallit, Siri, when I ask a question, it's like, "Hey, I Googled that for you." It's like,
yeah,
that's not quite what I wanted.
Yeah. Or especially, it's a problem with the kitchen, because my kitchen display is a Google Home, which has a screen on it, which is handy for things like timers, looking at timers and things like that. But sometimes it's just like, here's the information you requested, and it's just like a web page. And it's like they parse the web page and put it in bullet point format, but it's like, great, now I have to look at this fucking screen instead of like just find the one piece of information I need. Oh, like the other day I was like, hey, what's the recipe for a gin and tonic? And it's like, here's what I found on the web, and it was like a 5 bullet point recipe. And what I asked it was, what's the ratio in a gin and tonic? And it found the recipe and showed the entire recipe to me, when all I wanted was just an answer to that question, you know?
Yeah.
But you're not necessarily soon, but Apple did announce the other day that they are going to use Google Gemini as their AI backbone to replace Siri. I don't know if it's augmenting or replacing Siri, as in I don't know if your Siri's getting upgraded or if Siri's going away and they're putting something else in its place.
Yeah.
But you're going to end up getting Gemini.
I don't intend on using it at all. I mean, I don't use Siri to begin with, other than setting a timer.
Yeah.
But also, I haven't upgraded to 26 because I refuse, because it looks so hideously
the liquid
bad.
class.
And it also apparently runs terrible on my phone. So I'm like, yeah.
What's your phone?
14 Pro Max.
It's only like what, 3-4 years old? They're on 18 this year or something.
Yeah, it's awful. I don't know why it wouldn't work on my phone. But people are like, yeah, don't install it on this. I'm like, okay, I won't.
We've been thinking about, Maggie has an iPhone 12 mini, and the problem is hers only has, I think it's 64 gigs of storage, which should not be a problem, except that the OS alone is like 20 gigs. Every app nowadays is like half a gig. And her photos, she does not pay for an Apple plan. So her photos are on the device. I think there's a little bit of cloud storage backup, but she's already filled it. So it's like, so between it getting older and that problem, we're gonna have to get her a newer one eventually. But she really likes the iPhone 12 mini size, which I think it's like a 4 or 4.5 inch screen. Like, it's a small phone by modern standards, but they don't make Apple phones that small anymore. They just don't.
Yeah.
And so, oh, we're not seeing the game, by the way.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
It's all right. We've just been chatting.
Yeah.
Only thing you missed was we put animals down. That's all.
I guess switch it for routine. Yeah, I don't. Once I got a 256 phone, I've never even come close to filling it up.
I've never had a problem with my 128. The only time I had a problem was when I traveled and I was putting like movies and TV shows on the phone itself. Mm-hmm. But that's my own fault.
Yeah, like, anytime I download
3 seasons of 30 Rock
for something. That and also that one time we shot part of that video with 4K ProRes, which pissed me off because this isn't your fault. But you were like, oh, clear out your podcast. And I'm like, oh, good idea. Let me clear out my podcast. And it deleted a podcast that isn't around anymore, and I can't re-download it. And I'm pissed because it was a podcast about being a dungeon master. The guy put out 6 episodes, and then he stopped putting it out. And then I found a tweet from his wife saying he wasn't feeling very well. And then I've tried for years to track this guy down because I hope he didn't die, because he was really good at making this podcast. And I lost those episodes now, and I'm very upset about it.
I know you don't want to do this, but have you thought about asking AI if you know the name of it? Because AI is a very good search engine.
The last time I looked it up was before AI.
I would just try it, just because AI is a pretty good search engine. If you tell it like, hey, can you find this, or at least a transcript, or is this hosted anywhere, they may be able to track it down somewhere on some server.
Yeah, I should check.
Yeah, but at least, well, your phone's still Lightning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the log issue is not really a problem anymore, because with USB-C, there's now a whole bunch of cheaper, easily accessible third-party devices for the iPhone that just add expandable storage to your phone. So I keep getting these TikToks where people are like, hey, here's how I shoot video on the iPhone. And they're like, I use this app, I set it to log, and I plug this like 512 gigabyte M2 drive expansion in through the USB-C slot, and it records to that. So I don't have space issues.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I did a lot more stuff with my phone, I could see myself wanting to do some more stuff with it, but simply do not do anything with my phone.
Do you have any interest at all in folding screen phones?
No. Oh God, no.
I kind of do, honestly, because there are times where I like having a tablet, like when I travel, when I'm watching video or whatever, or even reading a comic. I want to do that on a tablet, and I have tablets for that. But if you gave me a phone and the phone was twice as thick, but it could fold out into a tablet, I'd fucking love that, honestly.
Yeah.
What's the equivalent of like an 8 or a 10-inch tablet? I would love that.
Yeah, I'd have to see the tech again. But also, it just also really doesn't interest me. The only phone I want more than anything is my fucking flip or slide keyboard phone that I had in middle school and high school. I would take that back in a heartbeat.
Oh, it's back, baby.
In a heartbeat.
I don't think you can get it now, but I just saw something this morning where it's a magnetic power bank, and you put the magnetic power bank on the back of your phone, but you also slide it down, and it slides a keyboard down below the phone.
Yeah, but I'm talking about literally the phone, the old phone I had.
I think I've seen modern versions of that though, but I think there was one just announced.
Well, that's
where it's like a 6-inch phone. It's a 6-inch phone and a keyboard slides down. There's one I think it's from Huawei, where all the ones that fold in half, I don't really get that, because once you unfold it, it's a square aspect ratio. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're watching 16:9 video, you're really only getting it to be a little bit wider than a little bit bigger than if you just put the phone in landscape mode,
Yeah.
Because the aspect ratio is square. And then Apple, have you seen the Apple leaks for their folding iPhone?
No.
So I'm getting emotional. Theirs is a little weird. So their phone is going to be like 30% shorter. So it's not quite a square, but it's a little bit more of a square. So that when you fold it open, it's more widescreen than square.
Well, that's interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's going to be kind of dumb, because 99% of the time your phone's going to be folded. And if the folded screen is smaller than a normal iPhone screen, that sounds like a major downside, honestly. If you told me your phone is going to be 30% shorter, I don't think I would want that phone.
Yeah.
But the one from Huawei, and I think Samsung has one of these as well, and they just came out and they're getting very good reviews, is a double fold. So it unfolds and becomes basically widescreen. So it's a normal phone, thicker, but you unfold it twice and you get a full like widescreen tablet, basically. That's the first one that's gotten me like interested and been like,
yeah,
if I had the money, I would maybe buy that.
I can see that being cool.
Yeah. Because when I travel, I take my 10-inch tablet with me so I can watch movies and stuff on the plane. But what if I didn't have to? What if my phone was my 10-inch tablet? That would be awesome.
Your phone is your passport.
You're cranking.
Yeah, we're cranking. Yeah, I'm trying to think about like what technology I'm even remotely excited about.
I would love to get an electric car at some point. I think they finally kind of crossed the point where cars are great. There's a lot of good manufacturers with good cars. The prices aren't that much more expensive, but also the infrastructure is in place that you don't have to worry about range anxiety so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's awesome. Have you heard about this is not necessarily a new trend, but it's where a lot of the manufacturers are heading towards, where they're not going to build full electric vehicles necessarily anymore. They're going towards extended range electric vehicles. Have you heard about this trend?
No.
Okay, so Ford's the first. I'm not saying Ford's the first one. There's other people who have done it, but Ford's kind of they had an announcement last week that was kind of surprising. So they have their F-150 Lightning, which has been out for 2 or 3 years, and it's a fully electric F-150 truck. Have you heard about that?
But that sounds cool.
It's cool. It's just that they priced it up at like $80,000, and electric vehicles are not that good at towing. So basically, it's not that you can't have an electric truck, but they basically made a luxury truck that doesn't tow well. So people are buying it and then trying to tow their boats and shit and being like, what the fuck? Like the towing basically cuts your range in by like 50% or more. Anyways,
what percentage of people who buy a truck do you think are tow?
I would say a decent amount, because if you have it, you're going to try and do it, even if you don't need to.
Yeah, that's true.
And, part of it is like, if you're buying a truck, there's always going to be the luxury truck, the not doing anything with it. But a truck, no matter how luxury it is still going to be a utility vehicle, because your family knows you have it. They're going to be like, hey, can I borrow it to tow this or whatever, It's kind of the problem with making trucks a luxury item, is that some people, you're charging luxury prices, but there's still going to be a good portion of people that don't treat it like a luxury device, because it's not meant to, So anyways, this is something that Ram did previously, but what Ford announced recently was they're like, hey, we're discontinuing the F-150 Lightning. It's not going to be EV only now. It is now going to be a hybrid, but it's going to be an extended range hybrid. So the way that works is that there is going to be a gas engine / gas generator inside the car with a gas tank, but the vehicle will only run on electric motors and have a range of, let's say, 300 miles or whatever. But you can put fuel into that small gas tank, and the gas engine can kick on and charge the battery while you're driving or whenever, and add like another 100 or 200 miles to it. So combined, it's like 500 miles of range or whatever. It's not all battery range. It does have a gas engine, but the gas engine is not driving anything. It's literally just a generator to charge the battery when you need it.
Gotcha.
And extend the range. And that to me is fucking great. Because, if I'm buying a $70,000 truck, I don't want it to have 300 miles of range. I want it to have 400, 500. I want to have the ability to be able to throw gas into it to get 100 miles instead of trying to find an electric charger, etc.
That's neat.
So that's just going back to, you're talking about tech, like electric vehicles are awesome now, and I would love to have an extended range electric vehicle where it's the same tech. It's an electric vehicle, it drives great, it drives smooth, but I also have the option to throw gas into it if I need to get 50, 100 miles of range at a time. It's kind of the same thing. There's this amateur truck company called Edison Motors, and they are making electric semi trucks, but their whole premise is that it's an electric truck, and it does have a battery in it, but it also has a diesel generator on board, so you can put diesel in the generator, and the generator charges and tops off the battery, which makes a lot of sense because most trucks have a diesel engine anyways, but as you're driving the diesel engine, it's going through the RPMs, and the efficiency is different at each RPM band. Like, I think a diesel engine is like most efficient at like 65 miles per hour, like 2,500 RPM, right? And so basically the generators they're building, they're like, hey, you're gonna have better diesel gas mileage with our vehicle because our generator is always going to run at the optimal efficiency range when it's charging the battery, as opposed to it's driving the vehicle and having to go through inefficient ranges. And that's a very interesting technique as well.
Cool.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, you got a point. Like, what other tech? I'm always excited in new generations of VR. If they make a big enough leap forward, there's always room for advancement there.
Yeah, that'd be neat. More like better VR. I don't know what else.
Would you be interested at all in augmented reality glasses? Because those are becoming more and more viable with each generation.
I don't think so. If it was like,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think I'm more interested in like an immersive VR than I would be in AR.
Yeah. Because like AR is the best use case I can think of for AR, and the one they advertise a lot, is you're walking through a street and you're getting directions through the AR. And so the AR is like, you know, floating arrows, labels on the street telling you to turn here, things like that. Like that does sound useful, but I only do that when I am on vacation. And the only annoyance is that I have to take my phone out of my pocket every couple minutes to check the map. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I don't need a full glasses for that. I think there's good use cases in training, in like training people in the workplace to be like, this is an engine. Unscrew this here. Now pull it away, you know.
Yeah.
But
I think
just
AR
don't
for specific applications could be really cool.
Yes. Yeah. I just don't see it as being generally adopted. It'd be like having your phone in front of your face all the time. Like I don't need that. I don't need to constantly see notifications or information or things like that, you know.
Yeah, I think AR I don't want beginning AR. I would want like end AR. Like just have that already. Like I don't want to go through the whole process of making AR and like all the Google Glass stuff and all that sort of stuff. I just want AR to already be working. Like that would be fun. But it's not gonna be anything cool like video games. It's gonna be glasses that eventually start having ads on them. And you're just like, oh, remember when AR used to be great, but now it's just advertising to me and watching me all the time.
The piece of tech I do really think is cool and apparently works decently well are those X-Real glasses, where basically it's AR, but it's like the equivalent of like a 50-inch 1080p TV screen in front of you, but like as thin as sunglasses. So people will like take it on planes and they'll hook it into their tablet and be like, play the movie, and then they could just watch it that way. Like that sounds awesome.
Dan Reichert was using on a flight?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he liked it.
They work pretty well, and the tech is getting better and the price is coming down. It's just those are not like a AR wear it all the time, but I would love for a like AR personal media player. You know, that would be cool.
I'd be into that. I think the technology I'm looking forward to the most is just more storage solutions. Like I'd love like when like I mean we're there, but like how micro SD cards are like 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte now. Just like give like I would take something that like, oh, here's my petabyte machine. Like and I can just load it up with so much shit.
It's not that I disagree, it's just that my problem is it's always cool that the stuff becomes cheaper, but I feel like my demand for space in terms of how much space I want stays at pace with the price, you know? So like I'll give you an example. The first SSD SATA drive I bought was like 2014 or 2015, and I paid $200 for a 512 gigabyte SSD SATA drive, and it was great, right? I think I still have it. And then last year, I think I bought, or no, when I built my gaming PC, I went to a 2 terabyte M2 NVMe, and it was $200. So the problem is like things are not getting cheaper for me. It's like it's getting bigger, but I need the bigger, and so at the end of the day, I'm always paying $200. Like I would get much more excited if I could build a NAS that would meet all of my demands for $100, as opposed to I would probably have to spend $800 now. Like I want the prices to go down to the point where I can actually pay less.
Yes, and I think that's happening because like you can buy a terabyte SD card for way cheaper than you could buy a terabyte hard drive 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, though.
So like
the hard drives, and
I don't think movies and TV shows quality like the rips are the size they probably will be that I'm okay with. Like I can't imagine them getting significantly
No, I think you're right.
better. So it's like when I get that petabyte SD card in 20 years or whatever, like that's all my whole Plex library. Like I don't have to worry at that point, you know?
Yeah. No, but I think you're totally right, which is that the quality of files, the quality and size of files, it is growing, but at a much slower pace than the size of affordable hard drives. And so you're talking about a crossover point where it basically, you're right.
Because think about it, like you can fit like the N64 library in like 32 gigabytes now.
Yes.
You can fit all these different libraries. They all have a size, and we're gonna be able to contain it.
Yeah, and we're gonna hit that point at some point because think about it. All the best rips right now are 4K. Nobody's doing 6K or 8K rips of 35 millimeter. It doesn't make sense, honestly, because I believe 35 millimeter is 4K equivalent, essentially. It's a weird conversion, but it's 35 millimeters roughly 4K. So you're right. We're hitting a point where we are maxing out the quality of these older media styles, and they will not get bigger, but the storage is getting cheaper. Yeah, and 64 is a really good point. Yeah, Plex is. I'm loving Plex.
Yeah, I saw a bit of people talking about Jellyfin the other day. I was like, I should check out Jellyfin, but I do like Plex. I have a lifetime for Plex. It's just easy.
I use Jellyfin recently. It's just that Jellyfin is really just for. It's not that it's just for this. It's just that it has none of the add-ons of Plex. It's very bare bones. It feels like an open source thing where it's like, oh, all you want to do is browse your files and play them. You can use Jellyfin, but its scraping is not as good. It doesn't have as many features, as many display options.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want the fancy, cool experience, or do you want the open source, completely yours experience?
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to go forward. That's why it's like you don't need to touch Jellyfin, honestly.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to, but I think I'm going to move forward with that Unraid server. I think I'm going to swap. I got to check Karen's computer because hers has been a little rough lately. I gotta see what's wrong with it. I don't know if like something's installed wrong. But I think I'm gonna swap the 2070 Super to her computer. I think the last time I did that, the computer kept turning off, and I think there's just not enough power. Is the reason?
Oh.
I don't think the PSU is big enough. So I might swap that and then turn this server into the Unraid. I just need to figure out, I think, is an i7 enough? What do I have in there? I don't remember what I have in there for the CPU. I need to find a CPU that's enough for 4K transcoding.
I think they say i7 8th gen or 9th gen if you're just doing one 4K transcode.
It was like a month ago when I bought it, that new.
But are you doing any transcoding though?
Sometimes. But that's just the Synology one that sometimes has a transcode if it's not. Like, when it has to go from 5.1... This is another whole thing, is most of the Plex apps, except for the NVIDIA Shield one, try to convert 5.1 down to stereo. Like, they don't pass through Dolby Atmos or anything like that. And that will cause a conversion error. Like, if I try to direct play a 5.1 through my TV's Plex app, it is silent. It won't play it. So I have
that problem on the TCL.
I have an FFmpeg thing that'll just down convert things to stereo. But your whatever you're running your Plex off of might be transcoding the audio for you, where my Synology can't do that.
It may be, yeah.
So that's the reason it doesn't work on mine. So that's why I want to get rid of the Synology, swap the Synology out. And then do on the other thing.
So you're gonna do Plex media and hosting on a separate machine, and then Synology just becomes. Yeah.
Synology becomes personal and backup for things, and then it could be like work files and stuff like that. And then I can do all the transcoding off of the Plex machine. I can still run all my servers off that small little guy. I could run them off the Unraid one if I want to, if like we have something beefier, and stuff like that. So it'll be nice. We're at 96% 2 to
Yeah, we're
complete
close.
terraformation. I'm just watching it.
I gotta I've been working on my
Excited.
portfolio website. Whenever that's done, I'm gonna host that on my server, so I'll have to set that up as well. Put it on a container or something and host it off that.
Yeah. I need to learn. Found a good website that Hardware Haven I watch sometimes on YouTube, and he had a thing of like things I wish I knew before I got into this hobby, and he posted this link to this like, it's basically a Linux primer website, but it has different sections.
Ooh.
So it's like, here's a whole section about networking. Here's a whole section like there's a bunch of Docker stuff that he posted as well. I'm like, yeah, I should probably learn that instead of Googling things every single time I need to fix something.
Yeah.
Here we are, 99%.
Linux is still just, everybody who's like, Linux is great, you can migrate, it's so easy now, is like, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna build that. Ooh, iridium rod, fusion energy cell, and energy multiplier fuse.
There's one upstairs we can pull.
Okay, you want to pull that and put that in storage somewhere, and I'll make other stuff that I need. Right there. Look.
What else do we have? We haven't unlocked the travel between planets stuff.
Yeah, that's like 4.15.
Actually, we're about to. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Christ.
Oh, it can be crafted on the extraction. Gotcha.
Oh, you're asking about that. That I don't know. Just looking.
No. It says you can craft the between planets thing on the. So we can literally fly to a moon at the end of this. Oh, we're about to get the solar system thing too. Let's take a look at that. Damn quick stream today, everybody.
I know. I feel like last time we just like finished like setting up everything.
I did not
And
think
it was
we were this
just
close, but I think all those animal things moving down probably really helped.
yeah.
I'm gonna build that.
I have not built this yet, so don't build those yet.
Oh, I just built the screen.
Oh yeah, I just don't want you to steal the resources from this. That's all.
Oh my God, Ian.
You know, I'm gonna let you build the extraction platform because I can't find a place to put it.
There's a system
Yeah.
terraformation index.
We don't have to do it.
No, we don't have to do it, but that's cool to know. If we had started this on the Prime save, we would have been able
on the Prime
to
save, yeah.
have the Prime stuff
yeah.
here. But that's just neat. Like we can get another backpack, quartz crafting station, more oxygen tanks. Like I like this better because when we get to the next planet, we're not back to square one. You know, you have all the oxygen upgrades.
Yeah. That's what people were saying was that you can start the new planet with like we were doing in Astroneer where you have a bunch of stuff with you. Like you can take stuff with you and as a starting kit. I can't find a place for it. So if you could do it with your extended range, I would prefer the it's called Extraordinary Rendition Platform. Yeah, extraction platform. Oh, let me put stuff in there.
Rendition.
There you go. Okay, stuff's in the shared storage.
Oh yeah, I realized you never had the thingy.
Well, it wasn't showing it as unavailable, but you put it in the storage, right?
No, I meant you never had the mods.
Yeah. I just have the craft.
I built it down
Where'd you
here.
put it?
Down by the bay where algae grows. So probably interplanetary
Extraction.
rocket, right?
Extraction rocket.
Well. Oh, I guess you built this one.
You know what? Let's look up the story real quick. I'm gonna Google this story because there's something with the drone logs that people were talking about. Planet Crafter humble ending. Okay. Yep.
Illustrations. But yeah, we gotta put all those drone logs somewhere.
Okay, so there's one ending which says Sentinel Corp where we have to use explosives to destroy drones inside the ships. Gather 15 logs from the Starform robots and put them into the storage crate of the extraction rocket. And unlock access to one of their spaceships stranded on the planet using 4 fusion.
Oh, we did that.
Did we get a message from them?
Did we
Go
ever
check the
build
message
the
terminal.
message terminal?
I don't know if we did.
Screen transmissions. Here, I'll put it down
You're like,
here. Oh, you got it.
no communication antenna in range.
We have to build a communication antenna.
I don't see.
Area lamp. Oh. Helpful.
The screen needs a search button. Yeah, I don't see
Want to Google that part?
messages. Clicked on the messages button. Installing the communication antenna.
Wait, where'd you do that?
It just said there's a communication. Oh, I've got it now. Bring a shit bag. God, this fucking communication antenna's up.
Oh, look at that. Human presence detected. Message. Message from Sentinel Corp. Not try to contact Sentinel Corp. Look at all these messages. Currently deploying.
Oh, these are the messages we found elsewhere.
Once leave the planet is. Oh, I see. You cannot claim. Oh, we're a convict. I just realized.
Yeah.
Okay, so we put drone messages in the ship. That's what you said.
Yeah. We can put 15 drone massages. Okay, I'm heading down. I'm heading down, baby. Okay, now we have to leave the planet with Starform Robotics. Trust their word to make you a terraformation expert working for them. And there's just keep the planet on your own without notifying anyone. Try your luck in the infinity of the universe.
Oh, let's
I think
try
we do the first one.
The first one?
Yeah, you know what? You click it.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Oh, that was a
look, there's
cool
a big
design.
ship.
Did you see that?
Yeah, we came
Oh,
out
shit.
of the legs. Oh, there's a couple ships. Hope we don't
It's
hit it.
beautiful. They're gonna slurp us up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yay. Bring your robots. Cool.
Hell yeah.
I think that's the rival organization from the Sentinel Corp that sent us here.
Oh.
So I think one of the other endings was that you blow up enough of the robots that are left behind, and then Sentinel Corp, and you're like part of Sentinel Corp. And then the other one is the Infinity ending, which is you just leave by yourself.
Gotcha. Yay! Thanks, Miju Games, not Muji.
Planet Crafter still great, but I am very excited for Planet Crafter 2 or whatever this team does next, because I do think it's time for them to start something different. They know how to make a good game, but there's definitely some polish and quality of life. There's room to improve, which I'm excited about.
Their next big update they announced yesterday is the major update coming out in a couple months is a quality of life update, and then there should be a new moon by the end of the year. So I think on my own I might go into our save and just fly to another moon, maybe work on something.
Wow.
But
How dare you? You could do Humble on your own. I mean, not Humble, do Prime, the first one, again.
I mean, I've already done it. I mean, I could just start a new game on Toxicity or something. I don't think we would stream this game again.
Wow.
And I'm kind of,
how dare you?
I'm not over it, but unless something's really different.
No, I agree. I know Toxicity is pretty different, but playing through that and having it be 90% the same is a little disheartening towards replayability.
Yeah, people did say this was the worst one we played, so could check out other stuff. You want to play something else? You want to end this stream? You want to go home?
You know, we can just end it. We've been streaming a lot. There's not much for us to bounce towards.
That's fine.
But you know, like we said, this stream series, we like doing the stream series every now and then because it's just chill, hang out, play games. Especially since we both got time during the day. So maybe in a month or two we'll come back with another one of these and play a different game. We've got some options for us.
Yeah, totally. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Subpixelfilms.com. I'm Will Crosby. That's Ian Gibson. We'll be back with more streams next week. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.